Hello there everybody, Sabanai2 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the last episode, we had a bit of a, admittedly, it kind of felt like a bit of a rushed sort of death involving Rodrigue, but the good news is we got Dimitri back, and his eyes definitely shifted ever so slightly, which is, I noticed that, but now we finally got Dimitri back, and we also got to witness one of the sweetest freaking moments with Dedue and Dimitri. That was heartwarming right there. But now we have a large amount of bonding that we gotta do. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting to say the least, so let's go ahead and just get started.
You've been spending a lot of time at the training ground, Mercedes. As far as swordsmanship goes, you're like a whole new person.
Thank you. I have such a great time when you teach me that improving comes naturally.
I'm betting that some of these were probably the ones that I missed out before the time skip, so we'll just see.
It's all because of your own hard work. Compared to you,
You shouldn't be so disappointed in yourself. You're improving too. You just need to keep at it.
I mean, just look at all the bodies you piled up. Oh wait, you don't do that anymore.
Nope. Thanks for reminding me, though.
Well, I can hold a needle and thread without breaking anything now. That's something.
And it only took you 5 years! Congratulations!
That's a big step. When we started, you couldn't even hold a pair of scissors without twisting them apart.
True. I'm sorry for being such a burden.
You're no bother at all. I like sewing with you. It reminds me of when I was young and my mother taught me how to sew. My mother would sit with my brother and me, and we'd all sew together. I really miss it, even though I was barely better than you when I started. Did your mother like to sew, Dimitri?
My birth mother? From my father's accounts, she wasn't great at it either.
Oh.
Oh, of course. I forgot that the Queen of Fargus passed away long ago.
Yes. I don't really remember what she was like. But I remember my stepmother, always sitting by the window sewing away.
I'm sure she would have been happy to teach you if you had asked.
She always looked so lonely when she was sewing. So unreachable. She was kind to me, yes. But when she was like that, it was hard to talk to her. I'm not certain she would have wished to teach me.
Aww.
I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories.
Don't worry about it. If I don't talk about those things sometimes, I'll risk forgetting them altogether. And that would truly be a shame.
I see.
But now I'm just going on and on about myself. Why don't you tell me more about you?
More about me? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what to say.
Well, I mean, I guess you could kind of try to talk about your brother, but now that I think about it, that might cause some issues if I think about it. Now that, I mean, just... Shit, that might actually be a bit of a problem. Let's, oh dear. I think it's probably not a bad idea. That's not probably a good idea.
It's hard to think of something on the spot, isn't it? You could speak of your family, I suppose.
You want to know more about my family? On that topic, I'm happy to oblige. In fact, I'm so glad you asked. It's important to think about your past and share it every now and then.
Yeah.
This might take a while, but would you be willing to stay and listen?
Of course. I will listen for as long as you wish.
Aw. Wait a minute, your brother's a Death Knight? Holy shit! Sorry. Now I'm just trying to imagine how that revelation will hit him. Alright, next up we got part of an A rank with Annette.
Your Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him, but perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh, it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
Oh?
About me?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest for me to tell you.
Went on a bit of a blood rage for about 5 years, so my mind's kind of wiped from that point.
Oh, it doesn't have to be funny or interesting. That's not why I'm asking. It's just that I thought I already knew you, but I'm not sure I really do. That day when we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you. So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food.
Oh.
I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little. But when I got to the kitchen, I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see. Well, it's a little hard to say what my favorite is. I just don't really have any strong feelings about food.
You know, speaking of food, I wonder what his dialogue will be now if I invite him to eat with me.
That said, you're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into a sweet treat. Oh, did you know there's a famous sweets shop in the capital?
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good. They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When Father was still around, we all lived as a family in the capital. Since then, I've had them only a few times. How I'd love to taste them again.
Say, Annette, when this war is over, where will you go? I heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the academy days.
That's right. But that's not where I think I'd like to go when all of this is over. I reconnected with Father, so I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital.
Reconnected is a very strong word. That's still kind of a work in progress, Annette, just saying.
Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time, right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
Oh, of course. I will keep that in mind.
It feels good to have our boy Dimitri back. It feels really good right now. All right, next up is the continuation of the B rank for Ingrid. You can bond with Raphael of all people? Interesting.
Your Highness, I've come to apologize. I mismanaged my feelings and got carried away. I've been thinking about what might have made you say the things you did.
Ingrid, that was like 5 years ago. I mean, for God's sake.
I was so caught up in the moment, and in my own feelings, that I didn't think of what yours might be.
No, I should be the one to apologize. I did not intend to say such things. I lashed out like a child. You were right to rebuke me. I am disgusted by my own inability to express myself. Will you allow me to explain?
Of course.
At the tragedy of Dusker, I saw countless corpses. Of course, I saw his, too. Glenn's. Ingrid, I doubt you would have been able to see him. They were unable to bring his body back, after all. He must have died an agonizing death, full of pain and regret. That is what I saw in his face. In that wasteland, there were no beautiful, proud deaths that could have been written about in heroic tales. Not one. I do not want you to die a death like that. Not even for the sake of loyalty or duty.
A king must at times order his soldiers and knights to fight and die on his behalf. Their lives must be used for the greater good. And this is something any good king understands innately. Any king who doesn't allow people to die on his behalf is too soft to rule well.
You leave me little room for argument. Have I disappointed you?
No. I chose to serve you because of how you are. As your knight, I will stand by your side and uphold your soft-hearted ideals.
Aw.
What has changed, Ingrid? You were so obstinate the other day.
Don't you mean like 5 years ago?
Oh, Right. Sorry, that past 5 years is kind of a blur to me.
I've realized that I haven't been facing a very important truth. Because of you, I can finally move on. Thank you.
Indeed. Alright, we got B+ now. Alright, next up, we got bonding with Raphael, of all people. Interesting.
Hey, Dimitri. I heard about what you did.
You mean the countless slaughter of several people?
What are you talking about, Raphael?
Some folks are saying you lifted a whole wagon on your own. And you made it look easy.
Considering he crushed a skull with one hand, I believe it.
Ah, I suppose I do recall something like that. I happened across a toppled wagon, you see. Those people needed my aid, so I aided them. But what of it?
You gotta teach me your training secrets. I want to build muscles like that.
Actually, you gotta be pretty freaking strong to break a skull with your bare hand. Dear God. I never really thought of that.
You want my training secrets? So you can build more muscle? I'm sorry, but I honestly don't think I can offer anything that would help you. The royal family has always been blessed with immense strength. I imagine it's largely due to our blood, and perhaps our crests.
Ah.
No, come on. You don't have to keep your secrets from me.
As I said, I really wish I could help, but look, logistics aside, why are you so interested in my strength to begin with?
I want to be really strong like you. I don't just wanna, I gotta.
Gotta protect your little sister?
I've had to provide for my little sis ever since our parents died.
You're just like the most devoted brother, dude. You earn a lot of respect, man.
If I want to do that, I gotta get strong so I can become a knight.
I see. In that case, I suppose I could try to help you. Though I meant it when I said I'm not sure I have much to offer.
Really? Oh, yeah!
I'm no expert on the topic of building muscle. However, for greater strength, you could try devoting more time to spear and sword training. You probably already know that, huh? Of course you do. Let's see. As a child, I was forced to train by running through the mountains all night in heavy armor.
Whoa! That's... okay.
You had to run all night in heavy armor? That sounds tough. What else did you do?
Aside from that, I trained by lifting large boulders or carrying multiple barrels filled with rocks.
Holy fuck!
Got it. I'm gonna give that a try right now.
Don't overexert yourself, dude.
Wait a moment. You don't want to push yourself too hard too quickly. You'll damage yourself if you're not careful.
You shouldn't worry so much. I know my limits.
Are you sure?
My muscles are gonna be so big after this.
I'm a little worried about that, but you do you. And he's off.
Perhaps I should not have told him all that.
Probably not, buddy. I'm gonna say you probably kind of goofed on that one. Alright, Marianne.
Marianne?
Marianne? Not Marianne! I'm an idiot! Sorry.
Oh, yes?
May I sit here? There isn't another open spot.
You may.
I'm sorry. I should have eaten in my quarters. I know you asked me to stay away from you.
No, it's fine. About the other day, when you said you didn't regret risking your own life.
I apologize for whatever foolish thing I said to upset you, truly. But may I ask what happened?
Yeah, this is... A lot of these discussions seem like they should have taken place before the time skip, so... Things are a little out of loop here.
It's just... there is only misfortune for anyone who comes near me.
Misfortune?
I'm afraid so. Especially those with complete disregard for their own safety.
Ah, so I didn't offend you. You're trying to tell me I should be more concerned for my own safety. Well, I suppose I could improve in that regard. As for you causing misfortune, I think that's far from the truth. In fact, I find you to be a lucky charm of sorts.
Me? Lucky? I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that at all.
I don't know, you've done very well on maps lately, so...
My entire life up until this point has been nothing but a string of unfortunate events.
By Lemony Snicket?
But misfortune finds us all. Perhaps those around you have suffered or even perished. But look at you. You're still here, alive and well.
That's...
It doesn't feel good, does it? To be the one left behind? You feel guilt for not dying along with the others.
How did you know?
You and I are the same. Maybe you should fear being cursed with misfortune for coming near me.
Aw, there we go.
A smile and a laugh. Coming from you, that's a rarity. This must be my lucky day.
I just find the idea amusing. It's strange to think that someone like you could have anything in common with me.
Is it so terrible a thought?
No, it's not that. It actually makes me happy. As though there's finally someone who understands how I truly feel.
Aww. That's nice. Okay, what do we got next? With Dimitri, he's got Flayn, Gilbert, Alois, and Catherine. Oh boy. Let's see what Flayn's like.
Oh, are you on cooking duty today, Flayn? That's unusual.
Indeed I am. I have been working away on this meal for hours now. The only thing is, each time it is my turn to tend to the meals, those in the dining hall seem to miraculously become very busy and evacuate the premises.
Oh, no. Oh, you poor girl.
I make the food, but nobody is ever here to eat it. I do not understand what the issue is. It is such a waste. Even my brother seems to evaporate every time I am in the kitchen. It is quite peculiar.
Well, you're in luck. I've just finished training and am positively ravenous. If you don't mind, I'd love to sample your cooking.
Dimitri was found dead on the floor of the dining hall the very next day.
Really? I mean, yes, please, have some. It is not perfect, but I am certain it will taste quite nice all the same.
Now first the question, what is it?
I'm sure it will be great. Thank you, Flayn. There were a few suspiciously crunchy bits here and there, but other than that, it was fine.
Oh!
You liked it? Wow, nobody has ever liked anything I've cooked.
That is hilarious and depressing. Deprarious. Those who watch TFS, you understand what I'm doing.
If I cannot get anyone else to eat this meal, though, it is going to spoil and go to waste.
You know, I think this is actually fitting considering we got a glimpse that he's not very particular about food, so...
It is no secret to me that I am not very good at cooking.
Say, Flayn, may I have a second helping?
Huh?
You actually want more?
Of course. I wouldn't want it to go to waste after all the effort you put in.
Oh my god!
This kind of mishap can happen to anyone, you know? Don't let it get you down. Besides, I can tell you put a lot of love and dedication into preparing this food for everyone. That alone makes it taste good.
Oh my god.
There is no need for false flattery.
Oh my god, that is... God damn it, that is frigging...
The few times I have asked my brother whether or not he enjoyed my cooking, he could not even give me a straight answer. My own brother!
I speak nothing short of the truth, always. It was delicious, and I look forward to eating it again sometime. I'll agree there's no need to make enough for everyone, though. If you like, you could just cook enough for me.
Perhaps. I hope you enjoy the rest of the meal.
Oh my god, that was actually cute! Huh. Huh. That was actually really nice. I like that. Alright, next up is Gilbert. Hey, Gustav!
Gustav. It has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission.
There is no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Duscur. You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance. Am I right?
I have no excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
If I may, Your Highness, you have changed as well.
Yeah.
I can't disagree.
It was my duty to protect His Majesty, your father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that, had I arrived at Duscur more swiftly...
You saved my life at Duscur. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of. I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav, even after this conflict is over. I need your strength to help rebuild the ravaged land that Fargus has become.
Please, I beg your forgiveness, but there is no place left for me in that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth, if only for your family's sake.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
That was an interesting one. That was a very interesting one. Alright, next up, Aloise.
Your Highness, missing the day's training? How unlike you.
I had intended to train, but this rain is unrelenting.
Yes, it's really coming down out there. Makes it hard to go outside, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's pouring so hard, I can't help but feel poorly.
Oh, come on, don't frame it as a bad one. I actually liked that.
Yes. Quite.
Oh, come on, it was a good one.
Sorry, that one was pretty bad. I think this weather is putting a damper on my sense of humor.
At any rate, did you need me for something?
Ah, yes. You seem to have the time to spare, so would you help me organize our stock of weapons? You must know a thing or two about weapons, and I bet you're no slouch at physical labor.
Oh, definitely not.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. I was just hoping for a useful way to pass the time until the rain lets up.
I appreciate it. I don't know how I do it all on my own. You know, it's great that you're willing to help with this kind of thing. Some nobles are so self-important.
Yep.
You're a real go-getter, Your Highness. Or should I say, your spryness?
You can work a little bit on that one. It is. Do I laugh or do I just question this?
Maybe that was disrespectful. If he's going to lop off my head, he'd better go ahead and do it. I can't bear the silence. Listen, Your Highness, that joke, I didn't mean to...
I just...
Huh?
oh my... I'm sorry, Alois.
Wait, you mean you actually found it funny?
Oh goodness, not at all.
I see.
Oh my god, Dimitri!
But when a joke is unfunny to a certain degree, it somehow comes full circle into hilarity.
a so bad it's good sort of mentality there.
That's not exactly what I was going for. Still, I don't think I've ever seen you laugh so loudly.
It's true. Laughter is not one of my strong suits. I actually can't recall the last time I laughed like that. Eloise, perhaps you should focus your efforts on honing this comedic talent of yours.
Oh my god.
This talent? Is that your way of saying I'm no good at telling jokes?
My apologies. I should refrain from commenting on the quality of your jokes. What's important is that they bring joy, right?
That does it. Next time I make you laugh, I'm gonna make you admit it was a good quality joke.
You're so precious, Aloise.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to cook up some top-notch rib ticklers.
Alois, what about organizing the weapons? Oh, he's gone, isn't he?
Aloise, okay, the characters that seem to like have the best supports in this game have to be both Raphael and just freaking Aloise. They have like the best supports in this game. Oh god, I love them. Alright, last one for Dimitri is Catherine.
Hey there. At it again, are we? It feels like I see you training here every day.
It's my daily routine. I'm ill at ease until I've held a weapon in my grasp.
You said the same thing when you were little.
Right you are. I've been meaning to come and talk to you properly for a while now.
I was about to say the same thing. How long has it been? A decade? More? That was in Ferdiad, as I recall. You were just a little pipsqueak. You really have grown up, haven't you?
I remember those times well. Particularly your first words to me.
Oh?
Look at that young maiden wielding a giant lance. How adorable.
Oh my god. He got mistaken for a girl. Oh my god.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I was thrown off by your haircut, that's all.
It's all water under the bridge. Now, back then I was quite furious about it.
My father did give me a stern reprimand for speaking so rudely to a prince. But then, I never had a chance to apologize. I was always getting into trouble back then, just like the incident in Dusker.
Speaking of, do you ever think about going back to House Karen? Do you, Cassandra?
No, I'm happy with the life I have. No offense, Your Highness, but I don't fight for king and country anymore. I fight for Lady Rhea.
It doesn't bother you? Being labeled a criminal?
You're worried about my life as a fugitive from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Oh. Was this established?
Don't worry about me. I'm here because I want to be. It suits me far better than the life I'd otherwise lead, as a noble lady of the kingdom.
Is that so?
How about you? You've never wanted to roam free? To enjoy life as an ordinary knight, unshackled from all those princely obligations.
I can't say the thought has never crossed my mind. However, I am the son of a king.
He does have a bit more on his shoulders in that regard.
It's not possible for me to put my own desires before the good of the kingdom.
Ah, you're too serious for your own good. How'd you become such a stiff?
By bathing in blood for like 5 years straight.
Okay, we're gonna go away from that subject for a little bit.
Don't worry, I've been working on that. Stretching is a part of my daily routine.
If you can joke about it, there's hope for you yet.
Huh. Was that established about Catherine? I know, like, I'm pretty sure she had another... I'm pretty sure I already knew about her having another name, Cassandra, but... Was that established that she's kind of like a... criminal in a way? I kind of... If that's true, then I kind of feel stupid that I didn't remember that. Alright, Ash has a bonding... Oh, part of an A rank with Annette. Ooh.
Oh, how unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
It's not a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
With all the windows boarded up, it's so dark. And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
Oh my god, 2 little scaredy cats.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
You haven't seen what I've seen.
You haven't seen what I've seen, girl! Jesus!
Ah! Oh no! What was that noise?
Plot twist, it's Marianne. I'm just kidding. Could you imagine, though?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut. Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
Cast magic at it!
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
You can cast fire! Create a fire spell! Light your way!
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that! We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face!
Probably a spider web?
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't stand it here in the pitch dark.
Cast fire, damn it!
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back. Oh, we made it.
I wouldn't want to go through that again. For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait! I've lost it. It's gone.
What?
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped it.
Oh?
In the tower? Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
Ooh. I can hear Gilbert suffering a freaking stroke in the background. Oh god, why?
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father.
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Predicting it right now. End of this A rank, or the next A rank, like A+, he goes back in there and gets that doll for her.
Right.
Calling it now. Alright. Ingrid can bond with Catherine of all... Okay. This makes some sense.
Good work. Should we call it a day?
Catherine is a very powerful knight, so...
Thank you. Yes, let's. Catherine, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you something.
Let me guess. You're going to ask why you're so bad at predicting my attacks.
When I expect an attack from above, you surprise me from below. When I expect a jab, I get a sweep. You seem to anticipate my anticipation.
It's probably because you're a straightforward, honest person. You're reading my movements and trying to calculate what I'll do next.
That has always seemed the most sound strategy when engaging in combat, yes.
But also expect the unexpected.
Right. Well, I take that anticipation and turn it against you. I use my eyes and the tilt of my sword to mislead you. Catching your opponent off guard is the trick to staying alive in combat. You've got to keep yourself alive if you want to protect Lady Rhea, right?
Your dedication to Lady Rhea's safety is truly inspiring, Catherine.
You flatter me.
My dream is to become a knight and protect my king, no matter the cost. There is no greater purpose I can serve. Although your fealty is sworn to Lady Rhea, you are the ideal knight I aspire to be.
Admire me to your heart's content, but I'm...
Catherine, I'd be honored if you would make me your squire.
My what now? Oh, you're far too straight-laced to be my squire.
However you might judge me, I'm quite serious about this.
Damn.
All right then, why not? Let's start by teaching you how to flirt with handsome men.
Don't drink water at this time. Jesus Christ, I was trying to take a drink of water. Okay, Catherine, cool. Good idea. Why the hell not?
Pardon me? That can't possibly be where you want to start.
Too late. We're doing it.
Nah, I was just kidding. wish I knew how to flirt with handsome men.
Oh, okay.
Instead, let's teach you to lighten up.
Not a bad idea.
Ah, understood.
Okay, gonna write down a note. Anytime that Catherine has a sport, do not drink any possible liquids, or else I will choke and die. Alright, so now we got Lorenz, Marianne. Okay, good. Oh, they're C+ rank.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like me to show you?
I think I would rather stay. It would be for the best if you kept your distance from me.
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest and present them to you. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely handkerchief you've got there. Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined sensibility. If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have it.
Oh my.
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common.
Ooh.
I have to go.
Such
Ow.
beauty. And yet...
I mean, your heart... I think your heart's in the right place, Lorenz, but ooh boy.
With just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder... Indeed, I shall make it my mission to awaken her beauty.
Oh dear lord.
There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
Also, pretty good middle name there. Huh. Lorenz is trying his best. He is trying. Alright. Let's explore, people. Also, apparently some people kind of complained last episode that I didn't try to... Well, not in so much words. It was more like you didn't try to kill anybody. I realized I missed out on quite a bit of dialogue, including some dialogue between Dimitri and some of the other characters. Unfortunately, I realized that. But my kind of idea, at least I got a miracle bean. The kind of idea that I've got for the Blue Lion House is I really want to be as sparing as I can, trying to avoid killing as many people that I like as possible. And, well, I mean, Golden Deer, I might be a little bit more aggressive, and then whenever I do the Black Eagle House, I will do basically a genocide run, essentially. I'll be ruthless, and nobody will survive.
The fish in this pond get fed every day, so they're swimming all lazy and serene. But the only reason they're kept here is so that they can one day be used for food. But the fish don't know that, so they just swim around happily.
Yeah?
It's a bit of a miserable thought, but aren't soldiers much the same?
I mean, we don't get eaten, we more or less get killed, but I see where you're drawing at. Okay then. Let's never talk about that ever again. Alright, Gatekeeper Coon!
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Excellent.
Ferdiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence. I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die, but I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated.
I know, right?
Ah, well. I'll go there for some leisurely sightseeing once Fodlan knows peace.
I believe in your dream, Gatekeeper Coon. You just keep on gatekeeping, my good man. Is it the same job as before?
A class reunion on the battlefield? That's bleak. That must have been so hard on everyone.
Yeah.
You gotta keep looking after them all. I mean, they still look to you for guidance, you know? Hey, how about a favor?
Oh, at least I get a secret book out of this one. I guess I can. I mean, I guess I can. Wait, talk to her again? Oh, okay.
If you manage to take back Ferdiad, it'll make it a bit easier for us to do business. Taxes in the Fargus Dukedom are ridiculously high. Makes it hard to even think about trading.
Ah.
That Cornelia woman. What does she use that ample tax money for anyway?
Boob surgery?
From the Empire's perspective, I suppose it makes sense to squeeze the former kingdom territories for all they're worth. But if they throw those territories into total ruin, doesn't that defeat the purpose of conquering them?
I mean... I think my brain is kind of short-circuited on that one for some reason. I'm drawing a blank about what to say to that guy. On a more important note, we gotta... Huh.
I agree that we should head for Ferdiad, but let's not forget our search for Lady Rhea.
Well, of course.
The soldiers from the church are going to set up a base at the Great Bridge of Murden.
Good idea.
They'll be able to keep up the search while we head for the kingdom capital.
Nice.
The kingdom capital. It's been way too long since I was there last. Oh, Professor, I didn't mean... it's not that I'm looking forward to it or anything.
Oh, yeah? You don't have to hide it.
Please don't tease me like that. It's just, when I think of us finally saving everyone in Ferdiad, it makes me a little happy. Okay, maybe a lot happy.
There's nothing wrong with that. Just remember to keep your head in the game and don't just get distracted.
The kingdom capital is under the tight control of Cornelia, who was ennobled by the Empire. Judging by what we heard from Lord Rodrigue, it sounds like she's a tyrant.
Yep.
But all of that ends soon. Let's get there quickly.
Yeah. Definitely. Thank you.
Say, up until a few decades ago, Ferdiad was a disorderly city. Even the water supply was poorly constructed. As such, it was a hotbed of sickness and disease.
I see.
The late king hired a researcher named Cornelia, who advised that he give top priority to improving the city's infrastructure. In the space of just a few years, the city was transformed into a place of beauty and order.
And now this same Cornelia is, evil.
At the same time, the diseases that had plagued our land loosened their grip, one after another. It was miraculous.
Is it now? It's been shown that there are some people. There's a possibility that the actual people are not actually alive and they were taken over by the same people that kind of took over the old man earlier and Monica, that woman Cronia, Solomon Cronia. There we go. So maybe it's the same situation with Cornelia. Maybe that's not the real Cornelia.
So we're turning around and heading for the kingdom capital? Ridiculous. Tell him to cease this nonsense. Isn't there a saying in Vodland? Something about those with power knowing how to use it? If he's not careful, the goddess will send her saints to smite him. Not that I believe that.
You don't seem too happy about this. Well, I mean, I can't really blame you. Okay, somebody is over here.
Hello, I've come to speak.
Oh, he brought some veggies!
I've come to deliver vegetables we harvested in the village to the monastery's dining hall.
Excellent!
Because of the season, I couldn't really pick that much. But I wanted to help you guys out, even just a little bit.
You've done well, churchgoer.
We're busily planting seeds, so when things start to grow, I'll be back.
Thank you. You've done well, churchgoer. I just walked right past you. Sorry about that. Raphael is, well, being Raphael.
You know when you work your muscles and they start screaming? That means you gotta be nice to them.
Yeah?
If your muscles are hungry, You gotta feed them, and let them rest when they're tired.
Yeah? I don't see how you do that. You can tell how your muscles are feeling?
Of course. If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well then I'm hungry too.
I guess I should start talking to my biceps a little bit more often. Are you hungry? He gave me a mean look.
What's with the confused face, Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
I didn't say anything, just, yeah. Alright, before I talk to anybody else, I kind of want to see if I can get more Dimitri. Ah, damn, he doesn't like today's special. Okay, fine, I'll just invite him to... Sweet Bun Trio. Dimitri. Where's good boy to do?
I never thought I would be able to enjoy a meal with my friends again.
Aw, there we go.
No one is to blame. But yes, we should eat together more often.
I'm happy. I am absolutely... I am for this. I am absolutely supporting of this. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that. I am extremely appreciative of you doing that for me. Ooh, this gives me an idea. What is he gonna say now?
I will leave the seasoning to you. We cannot allow this precious food to go to waste. I have no problem if the recipe gives a measurement. Eyeballing such things is not my specialty. Indeed.
There we go. Totally worth it. 100%. Absolutely. No regrets for doing that. I needed that. Also, just that interaction with Dedu and Dimitri makes me so goddamn happy right now. I am really happy that they had themselves an interaction with that. That is just... Thank you, Fire Emblem. Just thank you. Alright. Oh, Knight of Saros.
After that great battle earlier, the balance of power in Fodlan has shifted greatly. To get revenge for all our fallen friends, we'll have to stake our lives on the fight that lies before us.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sylvain!
I don't feel like I can just forget all the awful stuff he's done.
I know.
But if His Highness is owning up to his past and trying to move forward, I figure I can give him that chance.
Good.
We've been friends since we were kids. I'm gonna be there for him all the way to the end.
It's gonna take a lot of work, but I think you'll be able to do it. I think you'll be able to do it, honestly. Okay.
Professor.
Let's talk, buddy.
I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again.
You don't even have to ask, buddy. It's just really good to have you back, buddy.
How is this?
Especially you!
Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate.
I think he's matured, you know?
What he was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead. That is exactly why I look up to him.
That's... I mean... He might have some violent tendencies, but... I can't, obviously, I can't excuse the shit. I cannot excuse what he has done, obviously. But... he's trying to make up for his mistakes. And he still has a very good vision for what he wants for his kingdom, you know?
I can still hardly believe we managed to win against numbers like that.
I know, it's almost like I bullshitted my way and successfully managed to get around there, even though I only died like one time. And then I let Bernadetta die because I'm a terrible person.
Oh, unless the real me is lying dead in Gronder and this is all just a happy dream.
I am guaranteeing you that this is not a dream. You're good, buddy. You're good, buddy. Hey, Dad.
We buried Lord Rodrigue's body ourselves. There wasn't time to do things properly. It pains me that I was unable to take him home to his territory. Once this war is over, I'd like to hold a proper funeral for him.
Shut up, dog!
For now, we need to focus on taking back Ferdiad.
Right.
All will be well eventually. I know we can win.
Fido? I'm having a moment! So rude. Stop! I wonder if his... I'm guessing his grave is not marked anywhere here. Huh.
Professor?
Hello? You're a good knight for petting the doggy. Even though I want to pet the dog. I'm just happy that I can actually give them food. Interaction with animals. The best update ever! Oh god, why is Cyril over here in the area that I'm supposed to avoid? Okay, just adjust the camera. Okay, just, there we go.
Guess what I noticed? I can see further than most other people can see.
Oh yeah?
But I can't figure the point of seeing further than an arrow can fly, since I can't shoot what I see.
You could detect enemy movements in advance. You could find our targets quicker than anyone. Both those are good, actually, so...
I suppose I could see a whole horde of enemies coming and run away. That's kind of useful, at least.
Yeah.
Thanks, Professor. I think I get it now. I'm gonna put my eyes to real good use.
Oh yeah, and again, because people might get a little upset, we're gonna level you up whenever I do my Golden Deer run. You're gonna be one of my most I'm gonna try to make you one of my most used units in the next run. I will not regret anything. I will do it. Don't get pissed off at me, woman.
Maybe.
I'm not even entirely sure what noise that woman back there just did. I'm just gonna avoid that. Hey, buddy.
Can you believe it, Professor? Dimitri actually apologized to me.
Oh, yeah?
Remember that awful business between him and my Uncle Randolph?
Yeah?
He just came by and said he was sorry for all that.
Oh!
That was behind us as far as I was concerned. But even so, it seems like he's changed for the better.
Yeah. Glad you noticed it too, buddy. Glad you noticed it too. Alright, what's the tournament got here? It is the Advanced Axe Tournament. There's an axe tournament this month. Challenge the warriors who served the brave and widely respected Lord Holst. And the reward is a Silver Axe Plus. Let's try Eloise. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's got this in the bag. Go! Yeah! Booyah! Round 2! Good job. Alright, round 3. Relatively the same, actually.
I must
Nice.
stay the course.
Didn't even get hit there. Good job. Alright, round 4. It's a Wyvern Rider.
A necessary sacrifice.
Nice. Good job. All right, final round. Nice. Good job, Eloise. Good job, dude. Good job. Actually, since he won that little tournament, I think it's only fair that he's already got a Silver Axe Plus. I mean, fuck it. He won the tournament. He gets it. He earned it. Also have his new support? Sorry, I'm good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, indeed. That which I am. Not. Probably not. But yes, finally A rank with Dimitri. You will show me this. I require it. Alright. Awkward. What are you doing? Still training? What are you doing?
Sleep evades me, so I thought I'd get in some extra training. I was just about to finish.
Ah.
Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago.
What wounds?
The injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder.
Oh.
Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were.
Who was she? Oh, she was Fletch. I believe that's how her name was pronounced, I think.
I don't know, but I have a guess. Ah, I suppose I haven't told you about that yet.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar.
Oh?
The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time.
Are you okay? Why did they do it? Are you okay?
Of course. I could capture the lot of them with my eyes closed. It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago.
Oh!
I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent. I have taken so many lives, and with each one, I face hatred. During the last 5 years especially, my life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point, I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed. But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with.
It's part of the job. I feel the same way.
Yes. As one who chose to fight, it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war. Until the day my life comes to an end.
It is mine as well. We can confront it together.
Thank you. You know, Professor, there is something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
Damn, no, this freaking game gets all the emotions just... God. Oh, I did not mean to. No, we're not skipping this. No. We still have quite a few people that I need to talk to. Obviously, I just don't want to. Oh God, we're not gonna skip all that stuff. No. Don't freaking groan at me.
Definitely.
I just.
Okay.
That was nice. That was nice. Oh, Ash?
Really?
Don't really me.
Anyway, I was born and raised in Fargus, but I've never actually been to Ferdiad.
Oh yeah?
Do you think it'll still be cold at this time of year? I can't even imagine.
Maybe. We should prepare for the cold. Maybe we should ask someone.
Good point. I'll check with His Highness.
May as well ask somebody that's familiar with the area. I mean, it'd be better that way, rather than us guessing and then being overprepared. I mean, it might be extremely hot, and then we just come in with these huge-ass freaking coats, and then, well, everything would be rather embarrassing at that point, wouldn't it?
Well...
Don't freaking well me.
Yeah, maybe.
The people that I run by have the weirdest reactions.
Professor!
Hey, Flayn.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle. How inhuman war is. How horrifying. My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
We can only hope, Flayn. We can only hope. Depression, the game. Alright, Marianne and Felix are in the hallways. Let's go ahead and have a little chat with them, see how they're doing. Hey, Marianne.
I never used to care whether I lived or died. But after seeing so much death firsthand, I now realize how precious life truly is. I'm ashamed of how arrogant I was to think that death could mean so little.
The important thing is that you're growing as a character. That's one of the important things. Don't beat yourself up over it, Marianne. Now let's go say hi to Felix. I'm wondering how he's going to... I wonder how he's taking the death of his father. I mean...
He'll need to excel as a leader if he's to make up for my old man's death. Though if my father could see Dimitri now, he'd be glad to have made the sacrifice. Don't you dare tell anyone I said that.
Oh! Don't worry, I promise. I promise I won't tell anybody. Oh my god. A semblance of a bond has forged. And I'm actually quite happy in support of this. Unfortunately, I've already lost the ability to kind of get more, training and all that stuff, so, oh well.
Professor.
Oh, Jesus, die.
If we're headed to the kingdom capital, that means we're further away from rescuing Lady Rhea. But it can't be helped, can it?
Sorry.
Perhaps some people will question this decision, but I trust your judgment. Lady Rhea would want us to help in Ferdiad. She'd scold us if we rescued her and left innocent people suffering.
Yeah, she probably would. She probably would. Alright, that's probably Sedith in his office here. Hey, buddy.
It seems we are headed for the kingdom capital this month. The Church of Seros stands ready to lend its aid to you and Dimitri.
Excellent. I'm putting my faith in you, Sedith.
It may be a roundabout route, but I believe this path will still eventually take us to Rhea.
Mm-hmm. I do not doubt that.
Besides, saving the people of Fargus is just what she would want us to do.
She probably would, yes. Alright. Looks like there's a bit of a quest up here, so I'm wondering who it might be. If I had to guess, probably Hanneman, maybe? I'm pretty sure this is Manuela's room here. Yep. Hey.
Fighting with 3 different groups in the mix was as confusing as it was difficult to survive.
Yeah, and people were upset that I didn't go on a genocidal rampage. Honestly, I mean, if I took the time to kill students, get their dialogue, and then Divine Pulse back an entire turn, that would just be a waste of Divine Pulses. And if I got myself killed and I would run out of Divine Pulses, then we might have had a bit of a problem.
Enemies and allies dying, one on top of the other. What an absolute mess, huh?
And honestly, I just don't want to kill all the students. I mean, I might... I know I said I'm going to go on a bit of a genocidal rampage in Black Eagle House, but it's still going to be very hard for me to do, okay?
If only I had my infirmary out in Gronder. Maybe I could have saved a few more lives.
I mean, don't think too hard on it, Manuela, don't. It couldn't be helped. Alright. Lorenz.
It seems we will soon set foot in Ferdiad.
Indeed.
I used to live there, you know, though that was before my time in the Officers' Academy.
Were you a hostage? Were you a traveler?
That's right. I was enrolled at the School of Magic there for a time.
Also, why would I immediately throw out the, were you a hostage?
Trouble within the kingdom forced me to return to Alliance lands. There was much I had yet to learn.
Oh, okay. Oh, that explains it. Okay. Alrighty then. I get it. Kind of. A little bit.
Right.
Hello.
Edelgard. Claude. His Highness. All the house leaders from way back when assembled again at Gronder. I wonder what their thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
I don't know. Something about Claude's actions are still rather confusing to me, honestly.
I'm very grateful to you. I could never have achieved this on my own.
It's all good, buddy.
This is all thanks to you and Lord Rodrigue. This month, we will invade Ferdiad by way of the Fraldarius domain. Leave the negotiations with House Fraldarius to me. You make ready for the actual battle.
Got it.
It's a tricky business, but we are taking our first steps forward.
I want to try to build Gilbert up a little bit. That way he can try to, if I'm betting I'm going to be facing Cornelia at one point. I want to see, like, if he has any dialogue with Cornelia, you know? So I kind of want to try that out.
I have a request.
There's a demand for flowers, but we have not yet gathered enough. Would you lend us a hand, Professor? If possible, I would ask for the most beautiful flowers you can find. Find some flowers and give them to Gilbert as a gift. Okay? Can do.
The Emperor was wounded at Gronder Field. What do you think is going on in the Empire now?
Good question.
The Leicester Alliance has really suffered a blow as well. Who knows what will become of them?
I don't know. I tried talking to Claude, but no. I can't tell between the blue and the red unit, so I'm going to attack everybody. I don't know. I mean, I didn't even have an option to try to talk to him. God dang it. Ugh.
From now on, we have to pay close attention to how the rest of Fodlan is doing.
Yeah. You're not wrong on that. I'm still a little upset about that. I mean, I kind of wish that I could have talked to Claude, and that way I could have had, like, the yellow units kind of, like, helping me out for a little bit, and then they just kind of leave. Like, this is a temporary truce, by the way, just going to have a little bit of fun with that. You know what I mean?
There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday.
Not a bad idea.
I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
It's quite a curious situation, isn't it, my dude?
Well,
there are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
You know, speaking of relics, I just remembered something. We have to give him his relic back now that I think about it. I do believe his was... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Theursis staff that belongs to him. Yeah, because he's got the crest of Gloucester, that's right. What was his crest? The crest of Kathleen, that's right, okay. Alright, I just need to remember, I wanted to give him back his stuff. Alright, is anything... yes. There is something glowing down here, so I can actually pick up some flowers and give those to Gilbert real quick. Let me out, please. Let me out. Oh, thank God. I thought I was locked in there for eternity. And that's how Fire Emblem ended. I got locked in the goddamn greenhouse. Gladiolus. Flowers used as an offering for those who died in war. The flowers are colorful, but the leaves are sharp as blades. That sounds kind of dangerous, don't you think? Well, then again, we also have roses, which have thorns that shit can really cut you up, just saying. So, I really should not even be surprised by that. Hey, Gilbert, I got the flowers you wanted.
This month, leave them as a tricky. This month,
Gilbert?
leave the as a tricky.
Oh, wait. I gotta give it to him, right. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There we go. I'm a bit of an idiot, aren't I? Camille, Training Way, and Dusker Cavalry. Thank you! Alright. Let us end our free time and move on to the next day. Alright. Let's begin some instruction. Students. Oh, Dimitri, yes! Okay, ooh, we're getting close to S rank. I kind of want to see what kind of skills you can get from that, so let's do it.
All due to your coaching. Thanks. I'm a bit embarrassed.
There we go.
All due to your coaching.
Nice, he did have some different dialogue there. Alright, he's pretty close to S ranks, or an A+ rank.
I have deepened my understanding.
So let's go ahead and boost that up to A+ real quick.
I answered correctly. No
Yes.
need for praise.
You will be praised immensely to do.
I appreciate your efforts.
5 experience, how dare you deny me this? How dare you? Alright, I kind of want to start boosting up Mercedes, making her a bit stronger so that way she can kind of counter against the Death Knight.
Now I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
It might be a tad difficult, but I want to try to get her to the point where she can effectively deal, you know, at least a little bit of damage. I'm unfortunately not even sure that's going to be possible, but I want to at least try. Alright, we are all good, people. Alright, goals, or group tasks. Yes, let's keep them on there. That way they can bond and I can get their A rank.
I got a question.
What's up, Cyril? I don't think there's much difference between Elmira and Fodlan, but everywhere else seems like that Elmira is so completely different. Why is that? It's prejudice towards unknown places, nothing more. There is a long history of opposition between the two. I'm sure there are lots of differences. I think it's because there's a long history of opposition between the two.
I think I get it.
Okay, good. Good. I was happy to help. Now that we got Dimitri actively participating in this, I think everything should be pretty good. We should all be happy. Whose birthday is it? It is Annette's birthday! Give her the flowers. It's loading. There we go.
With you, I can...
Glad to have you.
There we go.
That wasn't so bad.
Good. Excellent.
I'll do what I must.
Booyah!
Well worth the effort.
Goody. That makes me a happy soba. Alright, let's see what kind of maps we gotta deal with here. Western Church Suppression. Rout the bandits at the Brionic Plateau. It's literally the same thing, I guess. I can go back to Gronder Field? Neat. Alright, I know what I'm going to be doing next time, so if you all like this, be sure to let me know. We actually managed to get quite a bit done, as in, we got more support with Dimitri. Oh wow, he's actually gotten quite a bit done, although he's only just started with Flayn, Gilbert, Aloise, and Catherine, and Raphael. But other than that, everybody else seems to be doing pretty good. One more to A rank with, or A+ rank with Annette. I kind of want to see the A rank with Dimitri and Felix, so I think whenever I do the next map, I'm going to have them both on the map. On top of having Lighthearted and Lorenz and Flayn. I got a lot of people that I need to level up badly. I am so sorry. I am really sorry about this, Cyril. I am so goddamn sorry. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hello there everybody, SkydivingQuagga here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that Nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.